Hi, I'm Carrie Zafiro, and welcome to What's New. We're going to start and end our program today featuring a couple of local artists. Our final guest today is Paul Lafferty. We started the show with an author. We're going to end the show with another author because books fascinate us. And the process, Paul, of writing a book, publishing a book, and getting it out there, I find fascinating. So tell us about your book, Down the Lane. What is it about?
Down the Lane is a fictional book set in the underworld of Niagara Falls. It centers on the main character named Doc, who is a DJ and a manager at one of the local strip clubs. Unfortunately, like so many other people that get involved in this lifestyle, he winds up getting deeper and deeper into doing things that he might not really want to do, to the point where the main plot of the book is he gets involved through old friends and new friends stuck in a war for the underworld of Niagara Falls, stuck in between two biker gangs and some local bad guys.
Wow. Where did the inspiration for this possibly come from?
I personally worked in the club for years. The book is 100% fiction, but it's definitely some little things I've heard over the years. It's some other stories, some legends. Niagara Falls, you know, I love it here. I wasn't born here, but we moved here when I was a baby. I've been here 99% of my life. Great, great town. There are a lot of things that go on that people aren't aware of.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to make an effort to glamorize it. I'm not trying to make an effort to explain it. I personally have just always been fascinated with this type of lifestyle and just reading about how these people go about their business.
Don't you find it fascinating too about like most of us have a moral compass?
Yes.
And we know right from wrong, but there just seems to be the people who don't have that, or it's broken, and they go about everyday life doing things that we can't possibly imagine.
Yeah, it's something that is brought up quite well in the book, is the fact that all of these guys, depending on, you want to call them a biker, you want to say they're in the mob, whatever label you want to put on them, they loosely have a code. It's just, it would nowhere near look like anything that you and I might subscribe to. So there might be small things that they won't do, or small things that they would consider not being a part of, but it's not very often. And basically what it is, you know, this is all driven by money. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, to them it's a business, and this is what you have to do. I'm sure you've seen, you know, some of the mob movies over the years, or you've read it, you know, the old, it's, you know, it's not personal. Well, to me, it's all personal. It's actually someone's trying to kill you, or someone's trying to, you know, interrupt your livelihood. So again, I didn't try and do any glamorization with the book, but just to explain, you know, this is how some people live. And I've always found it fascinating.
How do I buy the book?
Right now, we've got a great start going. So it's actually out of actual paper books on Chapters and Amazon. So what we're asking everybody to do right now, we're trying to take care of all that this week. People still, I think it's great. People actually still like buying a physical copy of the book. What we're doing right now, if you want to go on either one of those, Amazon or Chapters, and order the ebook, that's fantastic. If there are issues with the ebook, if you go onto Facebook, Down the Lane, at Facebook, you can order it directly from me from the ebook. What we're doing, especially in the falls, we've made a couple knickknacks. My girlfriend Wendy put the name of the book and everything on the pen. My favorite color, orange, that's fantastic. And we've got little bookmarks and things we're giving away. And one last one, if anyone's interested, October 19th at the Pen, we're having a book signing and a meet and greet.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, they've really gotten behind everything. It's been fantastic. It's just, you know, I didn't think they would sell out the limited version of books that we had, but they have, so that's great. We're going to go from there. So the best bet probably for right now would be to contact our page personally, and we go from there.
Is this your first book?
Yes.
Would you do it again?
Hopefully, like I said, this has got a great response to begin with. It's gone pretty well. I'd like to make it into maybe a small series. I don't think I'm done with these characters yet. And I would like to maybe move it around a bit. I was in the business for years that we speak about as far as working in bars, and I did work out of the area. So I'm sure we can pull at least, you know, one or two more out of this whole thing.
And any contact from people involved in that lifestyle who are wondering if you're writing about them?
I've had a couple of friends from the bars saying, you know, is this based on me, or who's this guy on? It's 100% fictional. Like I said, the main character is very, very loosely based on me and the fact that I did that work for all these years. I was not a criminal. I was not. I wasn't a biker, but I did leave that to go back to school to get a teaching degree.
Oh,
so
good for you.
that, like I said, 1% maybe, we'll put it that way.
Yeah. And kind of like we all have that kind of alter ego that maybe we could live vicariously through.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, there are a lot of things in there that even people close to me have already said, did this really happen? No, that never really happened. It did not happen.
Good for you, Paul. I think it's great. And also in this day and age where we're reading so much online,
yes,
to be able to spend time actually writing a book that people can actually pick up and hold, because some of us still like to do that.
It was a great ride. My immediate family had been a great big help. And if I can just say it quickly, Jerry Langton, I don't know if you're familiar with him, a big time Canadian author. He's now based out of New York. He was the editor for this and walked me through the process.
Isn't that wonderful?
So it probably never would have got done without his help. He's been a huge influence on how I like to write and what was put in the book, but what was also not put in the book.
I want to thank you for being here, and folks at home, check it out. Read it. It's a lot of fun. And as you're watching our show today, is there someone out there who has written a book? Do you know someone who has an event that they would like to promote? You can email me at whatsnew@cogeco.ca. Thanks for watching.